Good morning, sir.
Good morning, what is it?
I was just wondering if you needed anything. I've just woken up before I start my duties for today.
The fires inside of the building need to be stoked.
Very good. I will start with your bedroom, if that is okay.
Aye. Have you seen the Lady Blackwell?
Not today, I haven't made the trip yet.
I see.
Will you be attending the festival today, sir?
The festival?
Yes, sir.
I won't care much for it.
I'm sure the rest of the townsfolk would love to see your face.
Sometime, maybe.
The others, they don't understand what you do for the town, sir, so...
Well, if they think that I like to sit in here and have to deal with everyone else's squabbles and problems, then they're sorely mistaken, I'm afraid. I can never remember, boy. What's your name?
Nathaniel, sir. Nathaniel McCord.
Well, little Mr. McCord, I have 2 tasks for you when you get to it. It's not urgent.
Of course.
With all the new furniture being made by those bloody carpenters, they're a day behind. At some point, I need you to go down there and find out when the order for all the furniture for the Regent's building is supposed to come through. They've already been paid.
Of course. And the other thing.
Good. And secondly, I'm going to need you to go down to the apothecary. There's a woman there with red hair, you should know her. She has a tonic that I usually drink. Bring it back here. Give you a couple copper for your trouble.
Of course, your cough is not subsiding, or is it getting worse, sir?
It stuck with me ever since the plague itself.
Not many people make it as far as you have, so I guess that's something.
I'm not stupid, boy. I hear the people say behind my back, the Regent hardcore, not even the devil wanted him. That's why the Scarlet Plague didn't take him. Doesn't matter to me. I have a job to do just like anyone else.
Of course.
Get these things done.
As you wish, sir. I just have this last fire here, and then I'll be on my way.
Very good.
Sir?
I'll come with you. I don't want to be in that bloody building anymore.
Of course. If it's too dusty, I can spend some time this afternoon, de-dusting it.
It's not the dust. I'm just tired of it. Do you know how many staff that I've had to cycle through?
I've seen many faces.
Most of the servants have gotten sick and died. It's something you get tired of cycling through.
I had just reminded myself today, sir. The lady yesterday mentioned that she didn't want any servants to come today on account of the festival, so I won't be able to give you your report today.
Well, the Lady Blackwell gets what she wants. Very well.
Of course.
It is a day of festivities for them as well, so I'm sure they want to spend it as such.
Of course. Having said that, my morning and afternoon is now open, so should you need anything.
There's a lot that needs to be done. We're going to have to talk to the hunters at some point as well. There's a food shortage that no one wants to talk about. Something that needs to get dealt with.
Of course.
Come on. I meant to ask. The last shipments that came in to the palace, or the quarters, I should say. Do you know, by chance, if there was anything in it that had to do with
Maybe I should just let
How should I say this? You've been here long enough to know that there are plenty of different boxes coming in and out, supplies, but there's always one marked for the Blackwells. Have you seen it come in at all?
I wasn't specifically looking for it, sir, but we did move a few boxes yesterday into this storage room. I can go check if you wish.
There's something we can do on the way back.
Of course, I won't be
No
able
need for it now.
to deliver it to her today, obviously, because of the festival. Is there something
Yes,
you need
well,
in it?
it wouldn't be very smart to disrupt the Lady Blackwell, I'm sure. No, it's not something that I need, but something that they require. I'm sure they know. I would not worry too much.
Of course.
Yeah, tis a valid point you present.
Am I losing my mind? This is it, isn't it?
I believe so.
Sir,
Twould be a good idea, most likely.
if you're looking for the owner of this house, that would be I.
Oh, yes, definitely not.
Say again, severe headache.
If you're looking for the owner of this house, it would be I. It is a new construction.
I was hoping to try and find the apothecary.
She has yet to come from her home, but I am her apprentice. Benjanito. You may simply call me Benito.
And then good to meet you, Benito.
The Regent, yes?
That is correct, yes.
I
came here to
apologize,
pick
I have
something
not
up.
been here. I see. Well, allow me to see if Lady Nella is awake as of yet. If she is, I can retrieve whatever you wish.
I
But
can
I
wait
do
here, not to
apologize, I do
worry.
not think that I caught your name. I've not been in town long enough.
You may refer to me as Regent Harcourt. It's a pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure. Allow me to see if she is still sleeping or if she has gotten herself to work quite yet.
Very good.
Look, husband's caught up speaking to the other women. Ah, life in the day, isn't it?
A lot of new construction around here. Maybe that's why your equipment is taking time.
It's to be expected. As I told you, there's a lot of new faces coming in, settling some of the outskirts of town. I'm sure there's a reason for it.
Not fans of the East, I suppose.
If you ever get lonely while she's gone.
Why should they be?
It seems that she has awoken, sir. I will get to work on your order right away.
Very good. Should I come back later then?
I shall seek you out when it is finished, sir.
Very good. Thank you.
Is everybody up and busy this morning?
It would seem so. Especially with the influx of all the new faces. Wouldn't be surprised.
True. I'm just glad that I finally managed to get some repairs done on my tavern before they actually had to settle in.
Well, you'd be glad that you did. There is one thing that people need. It's a good drink.
Well, hopefully they can get done here soon. We'll be able to get a drink if everything's just going into disrepair.
Speaking of which, assuming because of the repairs you got done, you know about the woodworkers, if they've got any spare lumber laying around.
I apologize,
Well,
Regent,
last
but
I-
it seems in my haste I neglected to ask you what you were ordering.
It's the usual. The one for my cough. The lingering cough.
I'll get it for you, Regent. Don't worry. I'll handle it.
I should have
apologize.
explained it,
Yes,
forgive
sir.
me.
Red vest.
I should have asked.
Red vest. Red shirt. Red vest.
I'll send the servant boy when you tell me it's ready. He'll pick it up.
Are you the tavern owner?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank you
I'm the
very much for
tavern.
your patience.
Would you
Come
happen to
on.
know your cookers? I'm here selling eggs.
Sophia has been placed off for this morning while the tavern's in repair. If you need something done, however, I can try to find her.
Good morning to you, Father.
Finally, I've been actually waiting on her.
Good morning to you.
That's the case, then I'll be
Enjoying some of the fresh morning air. Maybe wash my face off a bit before tending to the church.
I'm sure you have your hands full. We were heading on over to the woodworkers, see what that order of furniture for the Regent's building is.
Ah, I see. And I believe I shall conduct my business after yours. See, the stool you normally stand up on by the podium seems to have rotten out and gave way from termites and the like, so need to get another one before tonight's sermon.
If you wish
Morning,
to come
Elder.
with, Father, you obviously can go first. We'll wait. We'll escort you.
We have work.
Ah, thank you, friend. I feel a bit more morning air and perhaps a rinse of my face in the river will wake me up a bit more.
As you
I
wish.
shall
Then
see
I
you
shall.
there shortly.
Ah, very well.
To answer your question,
Come, boy.
I believe that they're actually going to be cutting down a few more to make sure that they actually have enough provisions for their current order
Good day
6.
to you.
I don't think they'll mind cutting down an extra tree or two.
I didn't notice you come around the
I
corner.
hope so. I put this order in around a week ago.
Ah, pace was slow before. I gotta let Sophia know.
Appreciate you letting
Over here.
me know.
Of course. Sophia, seems that repairs have been made done a little bit earlier.
Good
How
morning.
soon are you willing to work?
Good morning.
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 Good morning, Sammy.
I'll just come in to see you.
Because we just got
You
an
need to move your
actual,
scissors sharpened to get back.
Owner's right there in the red vest taking his time, but he should be here real quick.
Ah, I see. It's no rush.
Oh, looks like he's right there. Dream come true, huh?
Oh, wonderful.
Not even here.
Maybe they're off for the festival.
The needs to run the bloody town doesn't stop because of a festival.
You know how people are superstitious and religious and things.
Yes, well. Father be praised, old man. Come on. You're one of the few I don't know anything about. Nathaniel, was it?
Yes, sir. I tend to keep to myself with my job position and everything. My point is to not be seen.
Too right you are. Lady Blackwell has cycled through plenty of servants because they put their nose where it doesn't belong.
I suppose that's why I've still been in the position for the last 2 years.
I'd say so. They recommended you as one of the few to help tend to the building in my quarters. I suppose you found your little corner to yourself adequate.
Of course, nice and private. I couldn't ask for more. Sir.
Good. What about your family? Got any?
Back east, sir. They prefer the hustle and bustle a lot more than I do. Haven't seen them in a long time, so I'm assuming they're still there. Well, I suppose they could be anywhere.
Miss them?
A little. I don't know. Being in those sort of areas, not my forte.
Not mine either.
I send the messenger to them every time that they come through, but that's few and far between, as you know. When I have the money, of course.
There is my friend. I hope you'll stop by over by the carpenters went well.
Unfortunately, I didn't see any of them there. I believe that they were busy for the festival.
Either busy or the morning is still young. Granted, many more heads have popped off their pillows today, it seems, at an earlier time. I imagine people must be excited in preparations.
Well, the needs to run the town, Father, does not stop during the festival. I'm sure you know that.
Naturally, yes. Well, I'm sure I can find him after he's done with his preparations. I may have to borrow a stool if I cannot find him in time from the Regency, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course. Whatever I have is always at your disposal, Father.
Thank you. I'd just finally made my way up here. I was going to bathe my face if you would care to join.
Sure.
Mr. Alcon?
Mr. Salem. Any news?
Well, none terribly less pressing, but I think that's for the best. I consume no drunken brawls will spill into the clinic this evening at your watch.
No, I'd hope not. And if it does, I'll be sure to round up some of the younger boys to take care of it.
Good.
Mr. Sallow?
What is your name, boy? I'm sorry.
Of course, it's Nathaniel, sir.
I haven't seen you in my clinic before, Nathaniel.
Thankfully, I've
You
stayed
keep
out of it.
yourself out of, let's keep it that way.
Excuse me.
Probably be a bit before we do.
Perhaps. Be fewer and fewer every year inside that lake. You remember the fishmonger?
Aye, what about it?
I wondered how he was faring. He's a good, pious man, but there's seldom any fish. I suppose don't have much of good reason for a fishmonger.
Something I've meant to talk to you about, Father. I've mostly kept this away from the people's ears. And I've yet to petition the Lady Blackwell about it again. The last time there was not quite, it was not a pleasant conversation. With all the conflict happening around us, and us living in the frontiers. I don't know if the wildlife have been responding to that, or what it is. But the hunters have been having trouble, as well. And knowing that the fishmonger has been struggling, there's not much in the storerooms. And the grain from last year was probably a third of what it should have been. If things don't get figured out the next week or so, I might have to start rationing people. And I don't want to do that. I am desperately trying to find a solution of sorts, but I could use some advice if you have any, because I'm running out of it.
I know the Lady Blackwell is out on business for the moment, but it may be worth petitioning her. See if we can import some supplies if we don't have a better harvest this year over the summer. But I should like to see more heads inside the chapel. I'm sure that if they're pious enough, the Father will hear us and grant us good grain. Fewer heads ever show up as days go on, month after month. Perhaps he is watching.
Maybe it's a bit of a punishment.
It is likely. Thus, I feel it is imperative that we ensure the festivities go away, that the Father sees that we are giving thanks. It is thanks to him that we exist.
Not only that, Father, but community of one mind is more productive than a fractured one. I will urge a few more people to hear your words. See if they're willing to listen to reason. Unfortunately, there's more pagans than usual.
Bloody heathens. Well, the further we are from them, the better.
Doesn't stop them from wandering into town, however. That's a different conversation. Fine, I'll speak to the hunters. See if there's anything can be done to help them. Maybe some snares made, ropes, anything extra that might make their job easier. I'll see what strings I can pull.
This would be a wise idea. I will continue my preparations. Thank you for your wise words.
Always.
It is good to see you.
Unusual. Blackwell would be in a bad spot without a shepherd such as yourself. The Father may be father to us all, but here you are our Father.
Your words touch me. And is it am I getting shorter, or are you just getting taller? I can't tell. But are we?
It's the shoes. I'm sure they'll be fixed by tomorrow.
The heels on mine have been wearing out. Nearly tripped over myself simply walking here. We'll see if I make it back over to the carpenters alive.
I can have Nathaniel escort you if you wish.
I believe I will take you up on that offer, as a matter of fact. I hope
Looks
the lady's
like you're
been
free from your
treating you
duties
well
here.
at the manor.
Of course, she's even given me the day off while she's on her business. Though I've chosen to spend most of it making sure things are done for Regent Hardcourt, of course.
Well, in this instance, the Father comes first. When you're done with him, seek me out.
Of course. Thank you, sir. Father?
Father.
I shall see you around, friend. Yes, come on. Afraid my ankle is a bit, sore on me after nearly taking a spill on my way here. I would like to avoid having to use canes as long as possible. Father, give me strength.
I think a cane might suit you, more distinguished, but I can see why you would be opposed to it.
Or a nice walking stick.
Mm.
A good engraving at the top. Maybe an amulet.
Exactly. Sir, I haven't...
Maybe a priest of the Church of the Offered Sun, but I would not say I am past fashion.
Father, I've not been around these parts for, well, too long, and I don't really remember the last time that we held this festival. I'm sure you can remind me of exactly what is to transpire.
Yes. It is a very simple holiday, but we have services, ceremonies and offerings in celebration of life itself, everything that the Father has given us, because it is thanks to him that we persist. Quite simply, it is a day to give thanks in general. Thanks to the Father, thanks to your fellow man, and thanks to existence.
And this
So, just
festivities,
as the Father offered his Son, we make an offering to him.
they are open for everyone, even the pagans. Misguided as they are, of course.
One could argue that even the Father made them, but if they are misguided and they are without his love and his life, That being the case, I doubt they would hear you out or try to celebrate the actual ceremony itself, past all the drinking and passing out. Bother.
Still empty.
Perhaps. Mayhaps if you were able to find the carpenter, I can... Oh! Greetings, sorry.
Good morning.
Good timing as ever. I've heard you're quite busy with the festivities for the day. I was going to ask you if you would follow me, please.
Of course.
In towards the chapel. During one of my previous sermons, this stool I usually use to raise myself up to speak over the podium seems a bit a termite colony or the like. Gnawed away at the legs of the stool, so it shattered on me. So I'm without something to as you can see. So whenever able, if you were able to fashion a stand or a stool on me so that I may get up onto the podium and be able to see all those who are within the chapel.
Right. I will, I'll inform Sean, the carpenter, about this. I'm his apprentice. I'll keep that in the note. Can I get your name?
It's... I know there are two of us, Stefan, as opposed to Stefan, another one of my acolytes. But,
all right. I'll,
Yes, just let them know that, Father Otley would like to have, a stool fashioned. I understand there's much work that needs to be done around the town for Ostara, but... so long as before the night settles I'm able to get something to prop myself up on, all should be well.
I will do my best. He currently is not feeling well. The worst case scenario, I may have to actually tend to him if he's not doing well. But I will make sure it's on the top of the list.
Well, I will make sure I pray for him as well.
Mr. Oliver. I was asking on behalf of Regent Harcourt about his furniture order that he placed about a week ago. They should be coming, well, they should be done soonish, but I suppose if the main carpenter is out of action, it might take a bit longer.
What were the orders? You happen to have a list?
Furniture for his house. I don't have an exact list. You probably have it in your, well, note-taking, I would assume.
Follow me?
Of course. Father?
Make sure. Right, well, we do have some set up already. I do know shelvings were made, some other desks, as well as some crates. If there were chairs made, I believe Sean was personally working on those.
Of course.
A table, I believe, also might be. He was fishing up the other night until he was feeling a little ill. Nothing too extreme, but I believe most of it should be ready, but he needs to do the finishing touches. Once he's recovered, he's awake, he'll be able to send it over to the Regent. Apologies for the wait.
I will let the Regent know. Thank you very much.
Right. You need anything else? I'll help out where I can, but there's only so much I can do at the moment. Right now, I'm just going around, seeing if anyone needs repairs on their houses.
Of course. I'm sure the Regent will understand that your master is sick.
You take care. Never got your name.
Nathaniel, sir. A pleasure.
I mean, you don't have to call me sir. We're close to the same age, I think.
Mr. Oliver, then. Forgive me, I'm used to it. I'm the manor servant. You get used to calling everyone sir or ma'am.
Right. I won't keep you.
Of course.
Excuse me, you two. Have you seen any of the foresters by any chance?
Forces? No, don't think so. They might be out that way, but by the farmers, but then again, they might be over by the boundary.
I see.
Sorry, can't help you.
What about the father? See him pass by through here by any chance?
He was in the church earlier. He's moved on from there, but he doesn't move very fast. You could probably catch him. I think he headed in.
No, he moves extremely fast.
Oh, really?
I've seen him cross. Yeah, I've seen him cross just from one side of town to the other really fast.
He was complaining to me earlier about needing a stick, a walking stick. Maybe he'll be too powerful then.
Just grabbing your stick around here. Maybe. Either way, thank you.
For as long as I
That's all
can.
we on.
If that shortage takes place, I'll make sure you and yours are taken care of.
Thank you as always. Cooper and I should be working more to get some more iron in.
Good. We're gonna need it. You done, boy?
Yes, sir. I spoke to the apprentice carpenter as well. Apparently, most of your order is complete, but the carpenter himself is sick today, so he'll be finishing up tomorrow. There are a few shelves and whatnot around, but the order is not complete.
Sick, I hope.
I hope so too.
Better not be slacking, no sleeping.
Here's
Thank
the
you,
hope.
Mr. Alka.
Of course, Clive. Take care. Have to be a bit more careful than that, Sophia. You all right?
I'm just teaching.
Well,
Sorry to get you.
the walkway is a bit rough. Be careful. God, that woman's strange.
Drinking already, perhaps?
She's a bit addled, I think.
Addled, sir?
Born not quite right. Don't think like you and I do.
I see.
A bit strange, if you will.
Sir? Regent, it's not quite ready yet.
No, I came to ask about something else, if we could speak inside.
Oh, well, you're more than welcome to, yes. Come on in.
I shall wait out here, sir.
Come along.
I don't have much to offer, but you're more than welcome to make yourselves at home.
No, no need. Won't be staying that long anyway. Obviously, you'll be around when I have to take care of certain business. I expect you to keep your mouth shut.
Of course, sir.
A lot of our workers, including a majority of our woodsmen and hunters, are starting to get violently ill. I pray to the Father it's not the scarlet fever or anything of the sort. But I need you to stock up outside of the business that you're doing. Remember, this is a community first. It is entirely necessary that we have a storage of medicinal herbs and supplies that might be able to stave off the symptoms. We can't stop it. But we can at least keep people working in the early stages of their sickness. Now, I know how that sounds. But there are things that the town needs that has to be done. Wood, food. We all need it, and not everyone can do it. I need you to make sure that you have a backlog of medicinal herbs ready in case I need to call upon your apothecary.
I can try, but the herbs aren't quite my thing. It depends on what the foresters actually have in stock. If they don't have anything, then I can't do that for them.
Look.
I was even over...
I know. I'm asking a lot of you, I understand fully. It's imperative, Miss Baymont, that you implore the foresters to try and acquire as many of these things as possible. You tell them it's for their own health.
But I can. I'll send Vento, maybe. He might be able to reason with them better than I can.
If it becomes too much of an issue, I'll step in. But I'd like everyone to work together first. We don't want people to start getting sick and then we don't have what we need. For instance, Miss Baymont, imagine you need herbs for people who've gotten ill and the foresters are both sick and can't do their job. We're downright fucked then.
You are true. That's true, you're right, but...
I know. I'm not asking for immediate results. Just do what you can. Alright?
Try. I'll let you know what I come up with, and if I need your help, I'll let you know.
Good. I'll be by in a half hour or so for my medicine.
Well, about that... The foresters are missing. And without them, I can't make you a tonic.
Missing? So no one's seen them?
I've asked people. No one's been able to point me in that direction, no.
They might just be preparing for the festival. I'll look around. If nothing comes of it, I'll get a hunting party together and we'll switch the woods. I pray it's nothing like that. There's savages out there.
Miss Baymont?
Yes.
Take care of Miss Baymont.
I should try.
Dire times, sir.
Dire indeed. But we'll talk about that later. You were right.
Just bumped into the fence, misjudged where I was.
Ah.
Arvis, is
I
that
assume
you?
your name.
Sounds like you.
Yes, I assume your name isn't insert status.
No, it's not. It's Andrew. I don't know why it says insert status. It shouldn't say that.
Hey, my eyes are a bit blurry with age.
I see.
Well,
my eyes
how are you
too.
feeling today, Anton? Very funny.
I'm doing quite well. The Lord has blessed me with yet another day, and I shall take the most advantage as I can of it. Speaking of which, have you seen Father Stefan around? I need to make sure the preparations for the festival have been completed.
I saw the father over by the church. I had sent a couple boys to go and help him with whatever he needed.
I see.
Do you?
Sir.
Very
Is
funny.
that the father there?
Never mind, the father is standing right there. It would appear, Andrew, that I'm more blind than you are.
You'll hate for me to ask, but where is there? That is very vague and unspecific for me.
Come with me, friend.
Thank you very much.
Perhaps it's already over there and it's been taken care of.
Father.
We'll make sure I locate him and speak with him. Ah,
he's in front of you.
Ah, Father. Perfect. Thank you, Arvis. I appreciate your help.
Always.
Much appreciated.
Only so much we can do.
Robes.
We have some eggs for the baker.
But this is the same thing happened. I was told it was a ripoff. Oh, how kind. Here we go again.
It's only a crown per egg. It should be fine.
Yes, I'm sure.
Hello, I am back to
Speaking of which,
some of my
the
eggs.
preparation has been completed for the church. If not, I can run around and get what is needed.
Right. That's not good. At all. All right. Write a letter to Mrs. Blackwell, I think. Make sure that there's enough parchment on the second story office. I'll be there in a moment.
Of course, sir.